Sales Nation, during this lockdown period, daily traffic on LinkedIn has gone up by around 2,400%. That's pretty crazy, right? So with that said, with so many new eyeballs on this social media platform where it's completely acceptable for you to sell on, why haven't your sales rocketed up with this number as well? I mean, of course, there was this little tiny thing called COVID-19 and the economic downturn that followed it. But regardless of that, I found that a lot of salespeople are making a few small LinkedIn prospecting mistakes over and over and over. And this is having a dramatic effect on their effectiveness. They're actually doing a lot of things right. But the mistakes that I'm going to share with you in this video is wiping out all of their otherwise fantastic work. So stay tuned, because in this video, I'm going to share the 4 LinkedIn lead generation mistakes that I'm seeing happen most often over at salesman.org and how to fix them. Hi, my name is Will Barron. I'm the founder of salesman.org, where we help salespeople crush their quotas. Now, first up, the biggest mistake that most salespeople are making when prospecting on LinkedIn right now is that they're just not being strict enough with their ideal customer profiles. So an ideal customer profile is a hypothetical person that would get the most possible value from the product or service that you sell. And we've got a video coming up where I show you exactly how to define your ideal customer profile, so make sure you're subscribed for that. But the point is, LinkedIn generation can be really tough. So don't make it tougher by wasting your energy prospecting completely the wrong people. Next up, do you find that some days you're able to generate tons of leads from LinkedIn and then others, well, you feel like you're just wasting your time? Well, this often happens when salespeople know what to do to get the attention of their buyers and convert it into product interest, but they don't have a strict system to implement this process. So if you're not using a defined strategy each day, then you're hoping for LinkedIn lead generation success rather than creating it. So you should be logging into LinkedIn at the same time every day. You should be sending the same or similar amount of contact requests. You should be posting the same amount of content. And all of this is going to give you a similar amount of sales leads out of the upend. And this is exactly what you need, so then you can make adjustments to the process and refine it over time. It all starts with being consistent. And with that said, sharing content on LinkedIn, you've got to do this consistently as well, but it can be a real time suck. That's why it's absolutely imperative that you use a tool like Hootsuite to automate your posting. I use Hootsuite, great piece of software, and for just you as an individual salesperson, it's probably free. You probably don't need to use any of their paid plans. Hootsuite allows you to schedule your LinkedIn posts ahead of time, and this saves you every day tons and tons of mental processing, because you can then batch up your creative writing time of creating content. You can then batch up the rest of your prospecting time and keep the two of them separate. And I'll leave a link to Hootsuite in the comments below this video. Now, if you're using automated tools to auto follow or auto message your prospects on LinkedIn, chances are you're probably going about this all wrong. And this is because you don't need tens of thousands of followers to have success in most B2B sales roles. It's different if you're selling some random widget, a fidget spinner to millions of people. But for most B2B salespeople, you need a couple of hundred extremely qualified prospects each year. That is a far better strategy to go for extremely qualified individuals who you reach out to on a one by one on an individual basis, versus trying to just blow up your LinkedIn by following, spamming, and annoying thousands and thousands of individuals over the years. So stop endangering your reputation on LinkedIn and start putting in the effort to speak to the buyers that fit your ideal customer profile. And the final big LinkedIn lead generation mistake that people are making that's costing companies, organizations, millions, if not hundreds of millions every year, is that they're just ignoring their old sales leads. So honestly, me and you, there's us just here chilling out right now. How often do you go back and message the people that you've engaged on LinkedIn in the past who perhaps didn't buy from you the first time around? Do you ever go back to them? Think of it this way. If they were qualified to do business with you originally, and now, presumably, if you've been consistent with the content that you're sharing and your engagement, they've probably seen a load of your content. They might have engaged with you a bunch of times. It's far more likely that they're going to now want to move the conversation forward. So do not ignore your old LinkedIn sales leads. Have a think about how you can nurture your sales leads over the course of months rather than just days or even hours. And you're going to be having many more of those. Oh, I'm glad you called, Will. This is just the right person at the right time. We need to do X, Y, Z, and we could do with your help. You're going to have a lot more of those type of conversations in the not too distant future. And look, according to Salesforce, 75% of B2B buyers use social media to support their purchasing decisions. We're living in the golden age of selling right now. You pretty much access to any buyer you could ever have hoped to prospect. So avoid these LinkedIn lead generation mistakes and take advantage of the awesome time that we're living in. And then we have it. If you enjoyed this quick video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and why not click one of the videos that are on the screen right now and continue your own sales education.